Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's easy level puzzle. And take that easiness with a grain of salt because it's considered easy by the people on the Logic Masters Germany, and there's a lot of really smart people there. Today's puzzle is called Friends in the Fog, and it's by PDYXS. I don't know how to pronounce that if that were actual as a word. Pidix? I don't know. Anyways, this person set this puzzle, and let's read the rules. We have Sudoku. Fill the grid with the digits 1 through 9 so that each digit occurs exactly once in every row, column, and every 3 by 3 box. We also have nurikabe, where we divide the grid into a number of islands, that is, orthogonally connected groups of cells. Okay, so we divide the grid into a number of islands, which are orthogonally connected groups of cells. Every island contains a single circled cell. And the digit in the circle indicates the number of cells making up the island. So orthogonally connected just means that, well, okay, in this space, it could be pretty broad. But the island essentially has to be connected to each other by an edge. So something along the lines of like this is a valid island, right? Because every cell in the island is orthogonally connected to the essentially main portion of the island. You could not have something like this though, because this does not connect to orthogonally to the rest of the island. And even if you had this is not valid because these are not orthogonally connected to the rest of the cells on the island. Basically, you should be able to draw a line from the center of any cell on the island, connect to an edge, and be able to connect to any other cell on the island. That's what orthogonally connected means, right? So you could do something like this connecting to that, or this connecting to that, or this connecting to over here. One of these like that. That's a way that you meet, that you know you have an orthogonally connected group of cells. And every island contains a single circled cell. So this is an example of an island because it contains one circled cell in it. And so if this were the case, if this were the island, this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the island. So this would have to be a 7 in this circle because the digit in the circle indicates the number of cells making up the island. The islands are surrounded by a waterway, a single orthogonally connected group of cells. So the islands are also surrounded by an orthogonally connected group of cells, which is there's only one, right? So there's only one water, and it must be orthogonally connected to all the other water. Digits on islands can repeat if otherwise allowed. So you can have repeats. So it could be something like, say, a 7 here, because that's valid because they are not in the same row, they are not in the same column, and they're not in the same box. So you can have repeats here. All cage cells are waterway cells. So all of these cages are waterway cells. The digit in the cage cell indicates how many waterway cells are seen orthogonally from that position, including itself. Island cells block vision. And the waterway cannot form any 2 by 2 areas. So, say we had something like, I don't know, this was a different island here, right? Then, and these two were, well, okay, this would not be valid, but say this was another island here, right? If this were the case, even if this were water, and say these were all water, this number would have to be a 4 because it sees 4 waterway cells, including itself, orthogonally from the position. It can't see anything this way because it's blocked by this landmass. Can't see any more this way because it's blocked by this island mass. So therefore, it cannot be, it would see be 4 here because the digit in the cage indicates how many waterway cells it sees from orthogonally from the position. So orthogonally just means horizontally and vertically. And waterway cannot form any 2x2 areas. So you can't have the waterway specifically be a 2x2 area here. And it has to be a singular waterway. You can't have like little lakes in this puzzle. We also have nurikabe fog. A grid is covered in fog. A correct digit entered into a waterway cell will clear fog from that cell and from any waterway cells which are adjacent, either orthogonally or diagonally. The fog on island cells will never be cleared. Okay, so we'll be able to only see, so if we placed, say, this was a waterway cell and we placed it correctly, it will only clear the fog in that cell and any waterway cells which are adjacent, orthogonally or diagonally from it. But it will never clear an island cell. Okay. We also have friendly islands, where a cell is friendly if it has a value identical to its row, column, or box number. For example, row 2, column 3 can be either 1, 2, or 3. And the box number is specifically in, this is a convention, but basically we read it from typical Western reading notation, which is left to right and top to bottom. So this would be, for example, box 1. This would be box 2. You'd have box 3 here. This is the middle of box 4, middle of box 5, middle of box 6, 7, 8, and 9. So if you had row 2 in box 3, it was an island cell. Actually, that's not true. It just says that a cell is friendly if it has a value identical to its row, column, or box number. And all friendly cells in the grid must be on islands. And all circled cells are friendly. So all the circled cells are friendly, which matches the friendly take. And all friendly cells in the grid must be on an island. So if it does match either its row, column, or box number, then it's considered friendly and it must be on an island. That's interesting. Okay. And then finally we have crop key, where digits connected by a white dot are consecutive. So say this was a crop key mark, a white crop key dot. If this were, say, a 6, this would have to be a 5 or a 7, because these digits are consecutive, marked by the white crop key dot. And those are all the rules. If you like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay, all the circled cells, first of all, are on islands. So we're going to mark these... let's mark actually the cages, because we know those are all waterways. And we can mark it blue. And remember, the waterways form one contiguous set. This digit, all the digits in a circle are friendly cells, which means it has the value identical to the row, column, or box number. Therefore, this is 1 or 2 here. This is, could be 2, it's row 2, it's column 4, and it's box 2. So this is 2 or 4. This is column 8, box 3, and row 3. This is row 5, box 4, and column 2. So this is 2, 4, 5. This is row 8. Sorry, column 8, row 6, and box 6. This is row 8, column 8, or box 9. This is row 9, column 6, in box 8. Okay. This could be 1 through 9 right now. Every island must have... Okay. So this could be 1 here. Oh, in box... Okay, this can never be 1, because remember, the island... Any friendly cells are on an island. And any cell in this box with a 1 would have to be on the island. So this cannot be 1. It sees at least 2. Oh, that would be friendly also. So this can't be 2 either. So this sees at least 3. So this must be an island, because we know this is... Sorry, this must be waterway, because we know that's an island. Okay, we're going to mark this, I don't know, as green? I don't know. So this must see at least 3, so therefore it's here. It cannot be 2, because then it would be a friendly cell, and therefore would have to be on an island. This is a different island. I'm going to mark that differently, that differently. We're going to make that yellow. I guess we can make this one green, and this one... we could make it pink. I'm not sure. Okay, so this cannot be 2 or 4. It has to necessarily... Okay, so all the waterways always will see at least 2. Right? Because it always has to be connected to the rest of the waterways. So this will be at least 3 then, because it can't be 2, because otherwise that would be friendly. This could be 2 though, or more. This could be 2 or more. This could be 2 or more. Okay, what does that mean? Not much, actually, right now. Hmm. Can this ever actually contain a land? No. Land could go here. This could be 4 at most, so it could go here. But this can never be land, so this is always island. This could be land, though. This could be land here. This could be 8 at most. We don't know. What about this? This could be land. This is always water. This could be green here. What about this way? There's no 2x2 area that is fully water. This is 5 at most. Therefore, one of these 3 must be land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. That's but oh, you can't block it off. This is fine too. Okay, but if red, well, okay. If red went this way, which blocks this 2x2 area, or this way, I guess it could go this way, and that's fine. If this were 1, say, okay, say this was 2 and this was 1. We have actually quite a big problem there, right? I guess this red would have to go to one of these 2. Say this was 2, right? If this was 2, this would be 1. That's not the same. Let's make this actually red and this one green. I mean, we still could actually go up to here. And then this could be 9. Right? It couldn't cut this off, though. So it would have to be something like that. I don't know. Hmm. Hmm. How many islands do we have total? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could have 9 twice, 8, 6, 5, 4, 2 at maximum. So 9 twice is 18. 8 and 6 is 14. So 14 plus 18 is 32. plus 5, 4, and 2 is 11. Uh, so 11 plus. 11 plus 32 is 43. So we have 43 squares maximum as island squares, but I don't think that's the minimum required. I have no clue what the minimum required is. Uh, hmm. Hmm. So each box has to have at least one island cell in it. Actually, it has to have more than that, right? Because we have multiple 2 by 2 areas which can't be a waterway. So what's the minimum? You need 2? I can't believe the people. I can't believe the Logic Masters Germany people think that this is easy. Just even explaining the actual like logic behind this doesn't seem like it would be easy. It's just like, okay. Hmm. Can you ever have 2 and 1 here? I guess you could have 5, right? Or can you have 2 and 1 here? That means this is 2 at most. Hmm. Which would mean this 2 by 2 region would have to have at least a digit. I guess it could be here, right? This could be 9 going that way. Actually, that would be 8 just by itself going that way. Hmm. Um, hmm. And this would already kind of satisfy. Yeah, you could have 6 going that way, 9 going that way. That would satisfy the. Huh. This can never get here. This can't get here because it's too far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this orange could get to there. Um. Hmm. 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 This can never be 9 then. Actually, yeah, this can't be 9 because it's next to a island cell. And there has to be a 1 somewhere in column 1, which would have to be a friendly cell, which must be on an island. Hmm. This is the only one, though, that we know that of. So we don't know where it is. This is 3 through 8. Uh, mm, hmm. Think if this was 3, that would be problematic, right? I mean, technically, this still could go over here. Hmm. I can't think. I mm, we don't even know if these are connected. 1, 2, 3. I mean, this could be up to 9, right? Uh, it can't go the full length here, but that's still fine. It could get up to that much, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It could still be 9 going that way, or just going that way, right? And this would be island here. You could have 5 that way. Hmm. Um, Wait, no, hold up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you closed it off, well, this could be 9. And then this would be, could go up to there. That's possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that works. Um, hmm. You have at minimum 9 friendly cells. Well, right. You could have like one. Actually, it's more than that, isn't it? You have one per box. Where? Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. Uh, I haven't done very many nurikabe, so I'm not sure if I'm overthinking things. Can nurikabe be connected to each other? Hold on, I'm gonna pause. I think that might be why I'm overthinking this. Hold up. Okay, I'm back. Okay, yeah, this is not a complete rule set, unfortunately. He doesn't say anything about islands, but you cannot have islands orthogonally connected to each other. So that actually makes a huge difference on how to solve this. Um, yeah, different islands cannot be orthogonally connected to each other. As I said, I haven't done very many nurikabe, but I vaguely recalled actually having to look this up again previously. So please, if you use nurikabe, explain the full rule set. Do not skip the part where islands cannot be orthogonally adjacent to each other. They can only touch each other on a corner if possible. That's possible. But you cannot have different islands be orthogonally adjacent to each other. And that's actually a very, very, very important rule set. So to completely leave it out leads to essentially what happened in the first 30 minutes of this video, where I'm just like, I'm stuck. I don't know where to essentially even get close to starting with this. But now that I know that orthogonally adjacent, this is at least in traditional nurikabe, because I just looked this up, because I had a vague recollection of having this exact same problem with another nurikabe Sudoku puzzle. So please, please, if you use nurikabe, explain the full rule set, which is islands cannot be orthogonally adjacent to different islands. Anyways, I'm sorry, I'm a little frustrated there because that I just wasted essentially about 30 minutes trying to figure out where things could be. Anyways, this is a waterway because if it were an island, the problem is these two islands would be orthogonally adjacent to each other. So we know this is a waterway. Ugh, sorry, I'm a little frustrated with that. This island has to extend here, but this is waterway. That means it must extend this way because it must be orthogonally adjacent. It cannot connect to either of these, so these are both waterways. It must go here then. This has to be a waterway because it can't be orthogonally adjacent to the green area here. This must be complete set of waterways here to connect to, because the waterways must connect essentially to each other. So this is waterway. It has to extend out here. This can only go out here. This is green. This cannot be green. This is a waterway, so this must extend to a waterway here. This has to go this way because there's no other place for it to go. This red has to go this way. This yellow has to go this way. It could go either of these two places. Oh, this water must connect. So it connects to here. Therefore, this red continues going that way, which means this is waterway. This must be going red here. This yellow has to continue here because it's at least 6 in size. Let's see. This is a waterway. This is waterway. This is waterway. There has to be a 9 here. So one of these three is land. It has to be almost certainly the orange. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hmm. This sees at most, okay, it cannot be 2. It sees at least 3. It could be 4, 5, or 6, though, here. It can't be 4 because it's in the same column as 4, and therefore would be a friendly island. This goes either that way, that way, that way, or all 3, because this waterway is already connected right now. Could connect this way. This sees at least 3. 3, 4, 5, 6 at least. We need 2 more at least here. This could close off. Oh, this cannot close off this way because it needs to be able to. The waterway has to be all orthogonally connected. So this goes water here, which means this has to go this way. This could go up here, so it could extend here and then connect that way. This is 5 already. Hmm. This sees at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's at least 7. So this is 7 or 8. That means it either stops here or it stops here. We're going to mark that as one of those is orange, right? And that probably has to be the 9, which is on the island. 9 is one of these 3 because there's no other place for it. This can't be 7 because if it were 7, it matches the row. So this has to be 8, which means this is 8. This clears out this waterway. This can't be 8. This is 9. So this 8 matches there because it can't be 7 because it matches the row. Therefore, it would have to be on an island. This is 8, so this is water, water, water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is water. It must see another island here then. This must connect somehow. It's almost certainly connecting there, but we don't know. So 9 has to be one of these 2. Let's see. Six is one of these 4 cells here. 3 could be any of these. 9 has to be one of these 3, but we don't know which. 8 cannot be here. So where is the 8 in row 8? It cannot be on the water, because again, that would be a friendly cell. So 8 has to be one of those 2, which means we have an 8 in one of those 3 cells there. 6, 7, 8, and 9. This cannot be 6 then. Okay, it can't be 3 either, right? So it can't be 3, it can't be 4. It sees at least these 4, so this must be 5. This is 5. This is waterway then. because it does not clear any non-island, or it clears all waterways. So this is waterway, this is waterway. So it cannot be 8 here, which means this is 8. This then must go on to here. This is at least 6 then. And it can't be 6, it has to be at least 8. Because it must, so this continues on to here. This cannot be an island because we have 3, they would have a 2x2 area with an island. So this must be the last one, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 digits. So this is a 9. This cannot be an island. Or sorry, cannot be an island. We're gonna mark the territory. Oops. We're gonna mark the islands. So this is 9 in size. It must go up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 7. This must connect as an island. So we have those 3. This red then must go up. So this is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we have a 9th. It cannot go this way. This is an island. So this is a boundary here also. And it goes either here or here. We're not sure which. This, though, must find a way to connect to the rest of the waterways. So this is 5. This sees 3, so this is 3. This is waterway then, too. So this has to go up. This cannot be 3. Oops. This can't be 3, so it must see at least 4 here. So this must be water, which forces this to be the last part of the island. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So this is all island here, which means it's surrounded by water orthogonally. So this is all water. This cannot be water. Sorry, this cannot be island because then it would connect 2 islands. Again. And therefore this must be water. Because otherwise this can't be, this is only either 2, 4, 5, but it can't be more than 2, 3, because this would be connected to an island. So we know this is specifically 2, which forces this to be 1. So this is an island by itself, which forces this to be water. So this is an island by itself. We have 1, 2, 3. This could be 4. Oh, it sees 2 other cells here. So it cannot be 4. It cannot be 5 because it's in the central box, which is the 5 box. It can't, and it's in the 5th column. Can't be 6. It must be at least 7. So therefore, we see 2 other waterways here at least. Therefore, the pink goes up here. This can't be anything except waterway, so that's waterway. It could extend here. We don't know. It's 2 or 4 here. This could be at least 7. This is 7 or 8, and it works for either one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One of these is 8. One of these 3 could be 9. We're not sure which. We need a 4 on an island here because that's a friendly cell in one of these boxes. So this is a 4. We need a 5, but this could be part of it. We don't. Okay, so this Okay, this green must extend at least to 6 digit, or 6. I guess it could be 6 here. It's either 6 this way, as 6 cells on the island, or it could be 6 this way. Either way, this cannot be part of the island. So this one does have to go up orange. So that's at least 3 here. Um, 5 could be part of this. This is 1. The remaining digits in column 2 are 5 through 9. This sees 6 digits. So this is 6. Oh. This is waterway 2. It sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It could be up to 7. So this is 5 or 7. This can't be 6. This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but 8 cannot be in the rest of that column because of the 8 in the box. Therefore, where's the 8? It has to be here. So this is 8. This is water. So it's not part of the island. It's connected that way. Let's see, what else do we have? 2 cannot be here. 3 cannot be here. So 3 has to be one of these 2 cells here. Because it's a friendly part with the row. 1 has to be one of these cells here. This cannot be 9. This can't be 9. Where is the 9 then in column 2? It has to be here. So this is 9. Which means that can't be 9. This can't be 9. One of these is 1. One of these could be 1. Four is on 5 cannot be here. So 5 has to be one of these 2 cells. We kind of already knew that, though. 5 has to be one of these. Oh. 5, where can 5 be, then, on column 5? Since it's a friendly thing, it has to be on an island. But it can't be here, it can't be here. Can't be here, it must be here. So this is a 5, and it's part of an island. So it's part of pink, so therefore this is a 4. This must continue on to here. So this is pink. This is a full island by itself, which means these are both water. Well, this is only 3 at most. This can't ever be 8, so this is a 3 here, which means this can't be 3. These are all islands. This island part must connect to the rest of the island, so this must go this way. So this cannot be 6 or 9. Actually, the 9 still could be here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is the full island. So we have all the islands marked. And yeah, that makes things much easier. This is 6. This can't be 6 here. Cannot be 6. This could still be 9 here. This sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is 7. That sees correctly. We're gonna remove the blues so that we can see the fog clearing out. The 5 is there, 5 is here. Let's see. We have okay, so we have do we have a 1 in column 1? It's one of these 2. We have a 1 in column 2, or row 1. It has to be one of those 2. Therefore, the 1 must be in one of row 3 in box 3. That's fine. Where is the 2 in row 2? It has to be one of these two cells. The 9 actually has to be here, though, because if it were 9 here, that would be part of an island. So this is 9, which makes that a 2. Column 2 is already done. Box 2 is not, so the 2 has to be one of these 3 cells in box 2. We've done 1 in row 1, column 1, and box 1. We've done 2. 3 in row 3 and column 3 are done. What about row 3 and box 3 are done, but what about column 3? There is nothing except for this, so this must be a 3. 4 in row 4, it's done. Box 4 is done. Column 4 is done, so that's all done. 5 in column 5, box 5, and row 5. So it could be any of these 3. Okay, so that still works. Row 6, column 6, and box 6 are, sorry, not column 6. So column 6 could be any of these. This is, okay, so this is too much information. Let's just do the ones that are fairly specific. So let's remove this 5. Or actually, I think we just, yeah. So this is 3. We still don't know about the 5 here. The 5 does have to be one of these two cells here. And it's in the box. 6 is here for the row and the box. The column is still, could be many things. 7, row 7, could be here. Actually, this can't be 7 here. This sees only 5 because it's blocked by that cell. So this is 5 then, which clears out everything there, which is great. This can't be 5. This is 6, which makes this a 7. So we have the 7 in box 7. The 7 in row 7 is one of these 3. We have a 7 column 7 is one of these 3. What about 8? 8 in box 8 is one of these 2. That's fine. In row 8, or sorry, column 8, we don't have any, so this must be 8. And row 8, we have row 8 here. 9, we have column 9, box 9, and row 9. All done. Okay, so this sees how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 waterways. This is 8. 1 is one of these 2. 8 is here, 8 is here, so 8 must be one of these 2. Okay. 2. The remaining digits in box 7 are 1, 2, 4, and 5, right? 1 has to be one of these. We have 2, 4, 5 here, 2, 4, 5 here. This is 2 and 4. This is 2, 4, and 5 as a possibility. This can't be 7. Actually, what can this be? What can all of these be? We have the remaining cells in column 5. Sorry, column 8 have to be 1, 4, 5, and 7. But if this were 7, it would be a friendly cell, and that's not allowed. So this is 1, 4, 5. This is 1, 5, or 7. That seems okay. This cannot be 1, cannot be 5. So this is 4 or 7 here. And this can't be 7 here. So this is 1, 4, or 5 here. That seems okay. The remaining digits in row 2 are what? 3, 5, 7, 8. Right? 3, 5, 7, 8. 3, 5, 7, 8. This can't be 5 or 8 or 3. This must be 7 then, which means none of these could be 7. None of these can be 5 because of the 5 in the box. So we have a 3, 8 pair, which eliminates 3 and 8 from the rest of the box or the rest of the row. So this must be a 5 here. Aha. This sees 3 waterway cells. So this is 3, this is 8. This sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 6. This sees 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is 9. Um, hmm. Remaining digits in box 1 are 2, 3, 4, 9. 2, 3, 4, 9, but this can't be 3 or 9. 2, 3, 4, 9. But this can't be 3. 2, 3, 4, 9. No 3 or 9. We have a 2, 4 pair here, which eliminates 2 and 4 from the rest of the box. So this can't be 2 or 4. This is 9, which makes that a 3. That's 3 in the corner. We celebrate because we know we're getting close to solving this. This 2, 4 pair eliminates 2 as a possibility for being here. Therefore, in box 2, the only places for 1 and 2 have to be these two cells. So this must be a 1, 2 pair. This is 1 or 2, and this is 1 or 2. This has to be 4 or 7, and these must be 1 and 8. But this can't be 8, so this must be a 1, which makes that an 8. This can't be 1. Actually, why can't that be 1? That could be 1. 1 can't be here, is the thing. This is 6, that's fine. 9 could be any of those, that's fine. The remaining digits in box 2 are 6 and 7. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. These digits are consecutive. You have a possibility for this cell of being 1, 2, 3, no 4, no 5. It could be 6. And that's it. So 1, 2, 3 is consecutive with 1, 2, 3, 4. But 4 is not possible because of that 4. So then this is 6 is consecutive with 5 or 7. Well, 7 can't be here, so this would have to be 5 if this were 6, right? So that's okay. Let's see. What else do we have? Okay, this 8 means this can't be 8. Therefore, that forces this to be the 8 here, which means this can't be 8. That forces 8 to be here. Remaining digits in row 8. What are the remaining digits? 1 through 4 and 7. But this can't be 1 because of that 1. This cannot be 7 here. This can't be 3. This can't be 3. This is fine here. Okay. What are the remaining cells in column 1? There's no 1. It could be 2, no 3, could be 4, 5, 7, or 9. It can't be 2 and 4 because of the 2 and 4 in the box. So we have a 5, 7, 9 triplet, which eliminates 5, 7, and 9 in the rest of the column and the rest of the box. So this cannot be 5. This cannot be 5. Where is the 5 in box 7 then? It has to be here. So this is 5. This must be a 1, 6 pair. But 6 can't be here because of this 6, and it would be friendly. So this is 1, this is 6. Okay. 5 cannot be here because of the friendly part. So this is 7 or 9. This can't be 7, though, because of that 7. Remaining digits in row 6 are 2, 4, 5, 9. But this can't be 4 or 5, so this is 2 or 9. 2, 4, 5, 9. This can't be 5. And 2, 4, 5, 9, but this can't be 9 here. This is fine. We have all 9 8s. 9. Could be any of these 3 still. Okay, let's see. This cannot be 5 because of the 5 in the row. How many digits? What digits do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 7. Well, this can't be 4. This can't be 7. This can't be 3. This can't be 6. Where is the 6 actually in? Okay, so yeah, we have all the 6s. Where is the 6 in column 9? Cannot be any of these cells, can't be any of these cells, can't be these. It must be here. So this is 6. Where is the 5 in box 9? Can't be here, can't be here, can't be here. It must be here. So this is 5. That leaves this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, but no 3 and 7 are allowed. 1, 2, and 4 are the remaining digits in row 9. So that's fine. This is 5, which means this can't be 5. This is 1 or 7. Digits remaining in column 7 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 9. But 7 cannot be in the column because that would be friendly. So it could be either here, here, or here. This could be 6. That's fine. This can't be 2. Remaining digits in column 9. We have 2, 3, 4, 5. 7. 5 cannot be here because of the friendly island. This can't be 2 either. 3 and 4 and 7 are fine here. So 5 is one of these 2 digits. We're not sure which. Oh. Well, we do know which. Okay, well, we don't know which one of these 2 is 5. But 5 has to be on an island in row 5, right? Can't be here, it must be here. So this is 5, which means this cannot be 5 here. This then cannot be 6 on this island. One of these must be a 2, because it's either 1, 2, or 2, 3. So this can't be 2. Where is the 6 in row? This can't be 4. This can't be 4. Where is the 6 in row 4? Has to be here. So this is 6, which makes this 7, which makes that a 6. That's the 6 in column 6 we need for the friendliness. We have a 1, 2, 1, 2 pair in column 6. So that eliminates 1 and 2 in the rest of the column. This becomes a 4, 7 pair, which eliminates 4 and 7 in the rest of this box. So this can't be 4. Oops. This can't be 4. This can't be 7. This can't be 6 here because of that 6. Remaining digits in row 5 are 1, 3, 4, 7, 9, but no 7's possible here. This can't be 9. 2 cannot be in the rest of box 5 because one of these must be 2 with the consecutiveness. So this must be a 9, which means this can't be 9. This can't be 9. This can't be 9, so it's a 5, which makes this not a 5. It's a 2, 4 pair, which eliminates 2 and 4 in the rest of the box. This can't be 2, this can't be 4, this can't be 4. Let's see. This is fine. Where is the 6 in row 8, row 7? Can't be any of these. Can't be here because of this 6 here. Can't be here because of that 6. Can't be here because of that 6. And this 6 eliminates those 3, so it must be here. So this is 6. We are looking for a 4 in column 5. Where is the 4? It has to be here. So this is 4. This can't be 4. We have 1, 2, and 3. 7 is one of these two. 7 is one of these two. Hmm. Okay. Where is the 5 in row? Well, this can't be 5. Yeah. So where is the 5 in row 4? It has to be here. This is 5. Okay, that tells us how many exactly. This is 7 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is 7, which forces this to be 1. This 7 means this has to be 9, which makes that a 7. This can no longer be 1 here, so this must be 2, which makes that a 3. That makes this a 9. This 3 makes this a 1, which makes that a 2, which makes that a 1. This 1 and 2 makes that a 3. This cannot be 1, 7, or 9, so this is 3. This 7 eliminates that 7, so this must be 4, which makes that a 7. This 4 makes that a 2, which makes that a 4. This can't be 2, 7, or 4, so this is 3, which means this can't be 3. This can't be 1 because of this 1 here. So therefore, this is a 4, which makes that a 7, which makes that a 4. This can't be 7 here, or 3 or 4. So it's 1 or 2. This can't be 4. What does that leave here? This must be a 7. This 4 means this can't be 4, so this is 2, which makes that a 1, which makes that a 2, which makes that a 1, which makes that a 2. This 2 makes this a 4, which makes that a 2. This 2 and 4 means this has to be a 1, which makes that a 4. That was not easy. I don't even with the correct rule set here, this was not easy at all. As I said, sometimes people on the Logic Masters Germany, they think people are, I mean, I don't know. They underestimate how hard some of these puzzles are, really. This is not an easy puzzle. And it would have been helped a lot if we had the correct nurikabe rule set here, where islands cannot be orthogonally connected to other island groups. Because you can't. I've actually seen puzzles where you divide the grid into sections, but those sections can be orthogonally connected to each other. But in this one, it's in nurikabe specifically, I think normally you can't. And I don't see, like, without that rule, I mean, if you had a specified rule of, if you don't specify that rule, I don't know if you can make that assumption, right? I don't know. Maybe again, I don't play very many nurikabe, so I don't necessarily know what the default is. I'm guessing it is that you can't have islands orthogonally touching with each other. But it's better just to be clear about these sort of things. And then even the logic that's behind this is a lot of really cool logic actually here. There's a lot of really interesting, intricate logic here about what can and can't be, particularly with the friendly islands, right? With friendly cells having to be on islands. That's pretty cool. But this is not easy. So, I don't know. Just things I would like to see better done is a clearer rule set for nurikabe. Make sure, if you use nurikabe, just make sure you specify islands cannot be different islands cannot be orthogonally connected to each other. And then I don't know. I don't understand people saying that this is an easy puzzle. Um, I don't know. Maybe these are nurikabe fanatics who basically assume that everybody knows the basics about nurikabe, but this was not easy by far. This was challenging. I wouldn't call it hard. I would say it's challenging. Most of the time that I was stuck was basically trying to understand the rule set. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this or had a better time in this solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.